And you can do that at TVG.com, whether you're betting for Rainbow View or against her. And you should be here to view Ladies' Day. The Ladies Classic will be the highlight. Tickets are on sale for both championship days of racing. BreedersCup.com. You can go there and purchase your reserved seats for both Friday and Saturday. When we return, a lot of talk about Ventura and the filly and mare sprint, and she may be even better than last year. Then there's Desert Code. How is Desert Code doing? He's trying to defend his title in the turf sprint. Both Ventura and Desert Code when we return on The Works Breeders' Cup 2009. Use the knowledge you take from the Works Breeders' Cup 2009 and turn it into money at TVG.com. If you're not an account holder, what are you waiting for? Make sure you get to TVG.com and sign up, or pick up the phone, call 1-888-PLAY-TVG. You must be 21 years or older and reside in a state where wagering services are available. And with each passing year and the Breeders' Cup World Championships, it seems like we're adding some wagers as well. Take a look at these opportunities. It is also the best betting days in racing with the size of the pools. A $500,000 guaranteed pool in the Pick 6 on Friday, the $1 million guarantee in the Pick 4. And then how about this special daily double linking the Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic to the Breeders' Cup Classic? Then Saturday, the guarantees get even bigger, $2 million guaranteed in the Pick 6 with that mandatory payout, and then a $1 million guarantee in one Pick 4 and in another $1.5 million. It's the best betting day in racing, and many look to the filly and mare sprint as maybe one of the best bets of the day. Let's take a look at the pre-entries. Ventura is back.
Yeah, this is a head-to-head matchup with two horses as far as I'm concerned, and they concern the 5 Informed Decision here and the 10 Ventura at the bottom of the list. There are two fillies that are undefeated, or one of them is undefeated on synthetics and Informed Decision, and Ventura, the defending champion, 4 for 6. They both have a similar running style. They're going to be a very, very tough combination.
And they ran against each other, two back. Informed Decision got the best of Ventura by a head, but Ventura was giving a couple of pounds to Informed Decision that day. We're looking at Ventura. She just won the Woodbine Mile and did it very, very impressively, but when she won that race, she switched back to her left lead late in that race. She kind of cocked her head to the outside. So I think this is an important work. I want to see if this is the Ventura that I remember from last year when she's breezed over this track before she won the filly and mare sprint. So here's Ventura. We've got a picture of her now. You can see the rider's being very, very quiet on her. Hands are still. And really down the lane is what I'm going to look at here, Todd and Simon. And what I liked about Ventura in today's work was that she did it like a pro. And, man, you can't ask for a better finish, in my opinion. This was the work of the day.
This absolutely was a standout work. Don't worry about her doing those antics in the afternoon. I've watched her enough. She does that. And Garrett Gomez is the regular rider. She's a difficult filly to ride because when she hits the front, she does this kind of goofy stuff in a race where she'll lift ahead, you know, and then switch leads. She'll get beat in a tight finish once in a while. She did that last year in the Cash Call Mile behind Diamond Diva when I thought she got there. But in working in the morning, very, very professional. This is an absolute standout work, and this would make her, off this work here, an easy, easy repeat winner of the Breeders' Cup.
I have to agree with that, Simon. I mean, look, hands didn't move on her one iota, 59 and change. That's my kind of work.
High praise from everyone here on the set for Ventura. Working this morning at Hollywood Park, 5 furlongs, 59-4. Jose Dominguez aboard. That was third fastest of 26. Out quite a bit earlier over here on the same day at Oak Tree was 7th Street. Aaron Greider aboard for this 5 furlong drill.
Well, with 7th Street, I mean, this is going to be the same kind of work as Ventura, what we call a maintenance work. And all horses are different. They work different speeds in the morning. And she does exactly what Ventura does. The rider's very quiet on top of her, takes her proper lead. You can see the hands aren't moving on her. She gets over the ground very, very nicely, has a very good stride throughout. So, again, this is a work very similar to what Ventura was trying to accomplish.
Yeah, it's just ticking over. This is, you know, just as Tom said, a routine maintenance work. What you're looking for is if this filly gets over the pro ride. She's never raced on a synthetic surface. She hasn't worked on it in the last couple of months. From what I see there, although it's an easy work, she handles it okay.
7th Street, 51 horses worked the distance this morning at Oak Tree. She ranked 40th in there, and the denotation was handily, unlike Ventura, who working at Hollywood Park got the breezing denotation. You always tend to point to that.
Yeah, certainly do. It's a little different East Coast to West Coast, how they talk about that, but handily out here is usually, you know, when the rider is not urging the horse any circumstances.
If you enjoyed their discussion of Rainbow View, what about when we ask these three guys, Frank in the studio and these two guys on the set, where Zenyatta should go? Should it be the Ladies Classic on Friday or the Classic on Saturday? When you come to Los Angeles, when you have some extra time, you might want to check out the Nokia Theater, one of the top concert venues anywhere in America. We'll come back to the Thoroughbred concert venue for the Breeders' Cup World Championships, Oak Tree at Santa Anita. The works continues after this. As the sun set, it brings us closer to 2 championship days. The Breeders' Cup World Championships, Friday and Saturday here at Oak Tree at Santa Anita. You could be playing as a TVG account holder. If you haven't signed up, make sure you do it either tvg.com or call 1-888-PLAY-TVG. And don't forget, as an account holder, deposit and wager early. Welcome back to The Works, Breeders' Cup 2009. I'm Todd Schrupp alongside Simon Bray, Tom Amos. We got Frank Lyons in the studio. Coming into every Breeders' Cup, there's a lot of storylines, but there is one overarching question coming into this year's World Championships. Where is Zenyatta going to run? She won the Ladies Classic last year. It'd be quite a feat to come back and defend that title, but she's never taken on the boys in an undefeated career. So the question is, that has been asked, and I'll start with you, Frank. For up to you, where should Zenyatta go? Ladies Classic on Friday or Classic on Saturday against the boys?
The Classic on Saturday against the boys. At this stage, Zenyatta would have nothing to prove going out there and running in the Breeders' Cup Classic. If she gets beat, so be it. Although it will depend on how she works tomorrow morning. But I think if 100% fit and healthy Zenyatta is ready to go next week, she should go in the Classic, because if she wins the Classic, and she's been crying out for 1.25 miles, she would go down as one of the best ever. If she wins
the Ladies Classic the day before, she doesn't go down as one of the greats of all time, a la Personal Ensign did. I mean, there's an undefeated filly that won the Ladies Classic. She's remembered as one of the greats. Why wouldn't that be for the same for Zenyatta if she wins the Ladies Classic?
Well, I don't think that anyone is really going to expect her to lose the Ladies Classic. And if she wins the Ladies Classic, well, she will go down. She is an all-time great to me.
So you want her to do what Azeri did down in Dallas, because that's the last filly that competed against the boys. They retired her after that race.
Yeah, but look back at this year. I'm in total agreement with Frank. Look at the history this year. Fillies have been dominating against the Colts all year long. Rachel Alexander beat Mind That Bird and Summer Bird. We've been
Is this about Horse of the Year? I just want to know. Is this about Horse of the Year?
No,
because let me tell you what the instructions have to be for her to get Horse of the Year. When she passes the boys in the Classic, pick up her right hoof and wave to the crowd, because she's going to have to do something that special to get Horse of the Year. We know who Horse of the Year is going to be, and it's not going to be Zenyatta no matter what.
No, that's right. That's right. It's Rachel Alexandra. I mean, that's goes without question. But I think that if she goes in the Ladies Classic, she's expected to win. She's just, I mean, people just wait to see her go 14 for 14. But in the Breeders' Cup Classic, that'll give us, that'll give her connections an absolute, like...
It's a swan song.
I mean, she's a great filly if she wins the Classic.
Oh, no question. I'm totally agree with you, Frank.
She's a great filly no matter what.
Yeah, but she should go in the Classic. And why? Because I think a point that Frank touched on, she's been crying out for 1.25 miles since she was 3 years old, and she's finally going to get to do it if she goes in the Classic. Rachel's been beaten up on Mind That Bird and Summer Bird. They're both in there. I think that's the race where she should go.
Plus, the Ladies Classic this year is no easy feat. And the Breeders' Cup Classic, I mean, I hate to knock it, but besides Rip Van Winkle, it's a wide open race.
So you think she should go in the Classic because it's an easier spot than the Philly Classic?
Well, not an easier spot, but I think that it's comparable.
Well, tomorrow the debate may end about where exactly she is going to end up. Her final major work before either the Ladies Classic or against the Classic on Saturday against the boys. TVG will be on site. Simon Bray reporting live from Hollywood Park. Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. We'll be there, and you'll be there with us. Zenyatta preparing for one of the 2 Breeders' Cup World Championships. Our calendar will make its first turn here on The Works. When we return, the Marathon, the Juvenile Fillies Turf, and the Turf Sprint. It's all ahead on The Works Breeders' Cup 2009.